Shalom, Lahayim, peace to the gods. Nawathan, Kal, Halalim Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Bracha, Hakwadash. Giving all praises to Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors unto the elder apostles, the elder bishops, and the head elders of all the camps of Great Millstone GMS who do well, who have learned this 100% truth from, who are the true leaders of all Yasha Allah Israel today. Peace, blessings, and salutations be upon the Bayath Dawada, the house of David, the predestined spirits of election, starting with the governing body, the 144,000, which consists of 12,000 men of Israel, co-heirs with Yahweh Shai, all right, of each tribe of Israel, and the remaining 1/3 of men, women, and children who are rehearsing the righteous acts to the best of their ability, being friends of the prophets, giving charity, so on and so forth. To you we say Shalom. It's your brother Tazapanya Banyamyan of the Sons of Yashala camp, out here in Colorado Springs, Colorado, Lord willing, Adawan Ratazah, Abba Ratazah, Yahweh Ratazah. This digital epistle spiritual commentary is edifying to the elect. We're going to get right into it. The inevitable civil war. Why is it inevitable? Meaning there is no escaping it, because it's prophecy. All right. And this prophecy isn't from us. All right. This is the will of Yahweh Yahweh Shai. So anything the Most High says is going to happen, it will happen. Okay. So this is not of our doing, of anybody's doing. The scriptures say man's goings is of the Lord. How then can a man understand his own way? The scriptures say that the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, and he, as a river, he turneth it whithersoever he will. You see? So all of this is constructed by the great architect Yahweh, and the first spirit created, the Alpha and the Omega, Yahweh Shai. Okay? So it's inevitable. And the scriptures talk about it, the Civil War. And that What Kind of American Are You is a excerpt out of the trailer, which, there's going to be crazy movies coming out in 2024. And really what they're doing is an enchantment. Who is them? The elite. Job 9:24. The earth has been given into the hand of the wicked. Who is the wicked? Pursuant to Malachi chapter 1, verses 1-4. It is the Edomites, the border of wickedness, all right? And according to Thessalonians, they are the man of sin, the son of perdition, okay? Esau, Edom, the descendants of Esau, specifically of the tribe of Amalek, your small hatters, your hook-nosed, bagel-eating, gentrifying, small hat wearing, okay, no salt having, okay, people on the earth that claim to be us. You wish you was us, all right? They're the ones that own all of the major industries in the world, which was given unto them by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, all right? The fatness of the earth, and their blessing is the sword, okay? So what kind of American are you? We're going to get into that in the Civil War. I'm going to let this play, and then I'm going to play the trailer. You see what I'm saying? Because you got to Leave the World Behind that just came out. You got this coming out. And it's no coincidence that, less than a year from now, since it's December, is the so-called selection period. Because presidents, Salakia, are not elected, they're selected. Okay? So they want this type of disharmony, all right, a spirit inside of America, because order out of chaos, Hegelian dialectic. They have the answer. They just need you to react to the problem, reaction, solution. Okay, so let's get it popping.
For my family and your prayers, we've got a little stomach bug going through the household, and so far I'm good, but I don't know how much longer I can hold out, since it's getting everybody. What kind of American are you? That seems like a funny question to ask, in my opinion. I mean, I grew up at a time that it was just assumed that even though we had differences and different religions and political affiliations and skin color and all these other things, that, well, in the end, you were still an American. You still, were proud to be an American. You realize that you lived in the best place in the planet, and that even though there's so many differences in this country, that we would all stand together to protect what we have. I don't think that's so anymore. I think that's one of the biggest and best psyops that they've done, is to destroy this proud American sentiment that we are proud of what we are and who we are.
Well, the scriptures say pride goes before destruction or a big fall, roughly paraphrasing. So he think that it's a psyop from, CIA elites, whatever alphabet department America has, Babylon has, but it's really from the Father, man. All right, how you gonna have freedom of religion, right? Meaning that your next door neighbor could be a full-blown Satanist. The next one could be in Judaism. Next one could be in Islam. Next one could be in Judeo-Christendom, right? And they're supposed to all just somehow get alike when certain tenets of each of those are disdained towards each other. That makes no sense. So America, the inception of this wicked-ass place was destined to fall, okay? And it's completely stupid. Folly is actually set up in high regard here. Foolishness, man. Okay?
Where we came from, and now there's no pride whatsoever. Now, if you're wondering where the little screen, the thumbnail.
Yeah, there's no pride in being American because the hidden things of Esau have been searched out, as the scriptures say. We see how America came about. We now know, because knowledge has increased in the book of Daniel. Okay, we didn't know who the fuck the name America came from. Come to find out, it's from an Italian explorer, Amerigo Vespucci. You see what I'm saying? You tried to commit genocide on our Northern Kingdom brothers. You and then tried to enslave them. It didn't work out the way you planned, so you go get the Southern Kingdom brothers. You feel me? Enslave them, and then shit got a little, different there. And then your civil war the history is crazy. And then now, when all of the skills that the Southern Kingdom have, and they're like, nah, we want to be treated just like the American according to your plans, your laws, the AKA the Constitution, Bill of Rights, and all of that. What do? They go and get the next Northern Kingdom, the Latino tribes. You see what I'm saying? And want to pay them, slave wages to maintain this, falling infrastructure, third world country that y'all got, man.
It came from. It's the movie that's coming out in the spring called Civil War. Another one that has a lot of people up in arms on the internet about, and that's not what this video is about. But just thought I would answer that question because some of you are going to ask it. What is an American, and what kind of American are you? Today, I don't know. I think that probably is going to have you're going to get a lot of different answers and definitions, but are you the kind of American that is going to stand up against this kind of stuff that's going on? Are you the kind of American that's going to continually compromise and say, well, it's the American thing to tolerate this stuff. It's the American thing to allow this stuff. Everyone has a right to think what they want and believe what they want and do what they want with their lives and then push that on other people. And we should be tolerant of that, at least as long as you're within a certain classification. If you're, a white male or a Christian or something like that, you don't fall under those, guidelines of tolerance. What kind of American are we when we've sat back for however many years now, decades, and allowed this big old deep state corruption, lies, immorality, godlessness to creep into our society? It's
creep in. This shit has been, see, and that's the thing when it comes to these fake ass, patriot American, So you telling me God was with y'all when you came over as pilgrims and as Quakers and all of this shit and did everything to the so-called Native American, the tribe of Gad according to the scriptures, tribe of Reuben according to the scriptures, Ask a Reubenite about Andrew Jackson, the nigga on the $20 bill, what he did in the wars out there in Florida, man. How he wouldn't stop until he violated every Reubenite out there in Florida, man. You see what I'm saying? Acts, man. I mean, the history's out there. I don't have to. You feel me? The scriptures say that their own tongue shall fall upon themselves. So we're not the only ones bringing this out. White males, as these claims to be, they love this now. Say that Edomite males are the ones that is the most oppressed for some reason. When you have Edomite males coming out and bringing out the same information that we saying, man, as far as the history of Esau, you see. So I don't, people have a rude awakening, man, a rude awakening.
It's gone on for a long time, a lot longer than you and I have been around, and yet all that while people called themselves Americans and proud Americans while they allowed this stuff to happen. And I think that it started under the guise that, well, honestly, that is the American thing to do. That the American thing to do is to allow people to live out their lives and however it is, no matter.
Which is wicked, you see? So you could be living out your life in full-blown iniquity, sin upon sin. And the American thing to do would just be like, oh, just let him do whatever he wants. It's his life. You see the wickedness that this place spews? That is the cup, right, of the wine of her fornication, of Babylon, the great whore, man, America. You see what I'm saying? And this is why us coming into the truth, a lot of us, being younger, and you knew in your spirit, let's say the alphabet community, you like, that's off. And you got church members, let's say you in the Wacky Tacky Plantation Christianity Church, and they not saying nothing about it. And then all of a sudden you walk down the street or you get on YouTube and you seeing the Brothers of Great Millstone, they actually coming against what you know is wrong. You like, yo, these brothers is real men. They have a backbone to speak against what is wicked according to the Most High in His scriptures, man. And yet these people who love America, just the American thing to do is to let anybody do what. So look, right? Woo, do as thou wilt. America's slow. If you want to wrap the Constitution up in a nutshell, it's the satanic slogan from, what is his name? Anton LaVey in the Satanist Bible, do what thou wilt. Wow.
How weird it is to allow people to do that. And for the most part, everyone was okay with that. But now it's different. It's not just about living out your life. It's about pushing their lifestyles on everyone else. It's about controlling your life so that you fall within the guidelines of what whoever they are.
Well, see, the actual innate workings of that is not off, but it's what exactly you're trying to control or tell people to do or whatever. So all humans, remember the scriptures say in Proverbs, when the wicked rule, the people mourn, but when the righteous rule, the people rejoice. You see, so people actually want to be governed properly. And what does government mean? Mind control, govern, control, mental, mind. So people want to be just like a child. You feel me? You know how many children, I'm talking, I got cousins, man, and they fathers and things of that nature never was on them about school and disciplining them. And then they get to 22, 23, 24, 25 years of age. And they was like, yo, my parents wasn't like yours, man. That was, on me with the school thing and how to do this and certain social skills like that, man. I had to learn on my own. Niggas want to be reared properly. You see, so on a macro level, nations want to be governed properly. This is why when the Israelites rule, people are going to rejoice because we're putting them in the ways of the Heavenly Father of life. You see, of everything done in decency and in order. So it was cool back in the 1700s, life, liberty, and the so-called pursuit of happiness, which was nothing but a bunch of alphabet shit when you look in the history of it anyway. Them niggas came over from Europe over here to do all of the type of wickedness, whatever they thought in their mind, and unleash their sadistic fantasies upon the Native American men and women and the so-called, Native American, the so-called West African men and women and all that. You see what I'm saying? And then it starts to manifest over time now that they're like, nah, we can't just do this. People have to be living according to a certain laws and codes, and that's why they try to do this and do that. But their laws is not the laws of the Most High. That's why there's a difference between lawful and legal, unlawful and illegal. Okay, marriage and matrimony, so on and so forth.
Deemed that
intelligence and artificial intelligence
is proper and correct. And you and I and many others are left kind of wondering, are we going extinct? Are we a dying thing? Will America ever rise once again to its glory that it once was?
Whoa. Yo, this is my first time watching this, So, I just saw, and the spirit was like, do a video, man. Yo, this is crazy. That's spiritual. So he asking, will the glory of America? No, nigga. No, nigga. Yo, son. Oh, man, you cannot. Let's get this scripture out. Salakia. Damn, glory comes up 371 times. It's a lot. Upon. Let me type upon. Salakia, bear with me. Bear with me. It's in the minor prophets. And that was just in the prophets. It should be in the minor prophets. No? Let me type in spew. Upon thy. Let's type in thy glory. Salakia, man. Okay, this is Habakkuk 2:16. Is spewing. Okay. Thou art filled with shame for glory. You see, so he's mad that America is not back in its glorious state. So he wants to make America great again, which it will never. You cannot heal Babylon, even though you're trying to heal it. As it says in Jeremiah, 51? You see what I'm saying? For we would have healed Babylon, but she cannot be healed because the inevitable is the missiles coming. Habakkuk 2:16, thou art filled with shame for glory, because all of the history of America is coming out. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. Yeah, they're going to drink the wrath of the Lord, because it made all these other countries drink of your fornication and of your wrath. They had to get bombed the shit out of. They had to do Americanization, showing you is the Greek Roman Empire all over again, Hellenization, but it's Americanization, which is an actual thing. Let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of Yahweh's right hand. Who sits at the right hand of Yahweh? Yahweh Shai. See, and he's the one that's coming back to do judgment upon Babylon. See, so it's going to be turned unto thee. That's right. And shameful spewing shall be upon thy glories. Everybody knows, how wicked America is, man. Everybody's against America. All right. And he was like, oh, will it ever come back up again? Nah. Let's go to Revelation. All right. The Bible says that you'll never be in rulership anymore. Okay. Where is it at? No more found in heaven. Let's look that up. No more heaven. Revelation. Shit. Dragon. Angels. 12 and 8, maybe? Yeah. We'll start at verse 7. And there was a war in heaven. Because when Yahushua comes back with his right-hand man, Mayaka Allah, all right, Michael, the archangel, and the rest of the angels in the so-called UFOs, the chariots of Israel, fought against the dragon. Basically, Esau, Edom, the Roman Empire structure, which is revived of that ancient world, which we now know as NATO and the EU. All right, this great beast-like system that will kill you. You see what I'm saying? For little things. All right. The dragon fought and his angels. So all of the Western civilization, Esau's military structure, they're gonna fight against Yahweh Shai and the angels, man. You know, the so-called UFOs, and prevailed not. They can't win over that. It says, neither was their place found anymore in heaven in rulership. So yeah, America's not coming back up to another. It's over with. The empire dies. The only empire that was promised, it was only two. Now that I'm thinking about it, okay, which was Israel, because we was on top during Solomon's reign for 40 years of peace, and that was, if you can receive it or not, the kingdom of heaven, okay, but it suffereth violence, but it's going to be raised back up in its new, and it's in a new state, so to speak, through Yahweh Shai, because Yahweh Shai was Solomon in the regeneration, and in the Roman Empire. So those were the only empires that was promised to, after it fell, to rise up again. So the Roman Empire came, fell, brought back up again. All right, Kingdom of Israel came, fell, and it's going to be forever in the kingdom of heaven when Yahweh shall come back.
Where will traditional Christian basic family values ever again find itself?
Well, because they never had Christian, you know, because it was all fake. One, the scriptures say, "What art thou to do with my statutes and my judgments in thy mouth, knowing that thou hate it and turn it aside from thee?" Roughly paraphrase it. You know what I mean? So y'all was the most hypocritical beings upon earth, man. Claiming to be one people, claiming to be using a books that was not for you, claiming to be keeping laws that was in that book that you never kept. You see what I'm saying? So people now realize they reading the book for itself. This is why you gave slave Bibles. Okay, this is why you hid, you know, the actual meanings in the Hebrew and in the Greek and different versions, and took out certain things and so on and so forth, and hid certain books and all of that. All right, because you didn't want them to fully read it, understand it, and then look at you and be like, "You're not keeping this."
Will the life and the way that you and I live, will it die off? Will it become completely unacceptable? Will it someday become criminal? I think in a lot of ways, folks like you and I are kind of leaning towards that. I mean, it kind of looks that way.
Well, so we'll leave it off at that. I'm gonna play this Civil War trailer. I'll watch the rest of that later. All right, but this is the trailer that he's talking about, that he even did the video.
19 states have seceded.
The United States Army ramps up activity.
The White House issued warnings to the Western forces as well as the Florida Alliance.
Mr. President assures the uprising will be dealt with swiftly.
Let me know if I'm trying anything on.
I'm just aware there's like a pretty huge civil war going on all across America.
I'm just trying to stay out with what we see on the news. Seems like it's for the best.
Citizens of America, the so-called Western forces of Texas and California have suffered a very great defeat at the hands of the United States military.
Mr. President, do you regret the use of airstrikes against American citizens? We're moving to D.C. today.
We need to go down there.
They shoot journalists on sight in the Capitol.
Every instinct in me says this is death.
What?
Every time I survived a war zone, I thought I was sending a warning home. Don't do this. But here we are.
There's some kind of misunderstanding here. What? We're American, okay?
Okay. What kind of American are you?
You don't know?
Yo, I love that part. Hold on, let's get some scriptures. Yo, I can't wait. So, listen, you gotta love this truth, man, because we know exactly what's going on. All right, we know in part, we prophesy in part. We just trying to play it out. We watching the movie too. You know what I mean? So let's go to, what is that? Isaiah. Is it 19? Yeah, this is Isaiah 19. And I'm gonna start at verse 2. Okay. And it reads, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. So notice, this is a civil war. These are people that are citizens of the same country, Kemet. Okay. And they're fighting against each other. Now in Revelation, it says, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. So there is a place that has the same spirit of ancient Kemet, ancient Egypt, ancient Mitzrayim, ancient Matazarayim. Okay, and that is Babylon the Great, which is America, the virgin daughter of Babylon. Okay, so there's going to be Americans against Americans. Okay, and it said, I will set. So Yahweh is putting this spirit, this civil war spirit in America. It says, and they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, kingdom against kingdom. You see that? So yeah, just like how they said, oh, the Western Alliance of Texas and Cali, right? And then they said Florida, the Florida Alliance, right? And then 19 states seceded and all of that. You feel me? Which could be big, because what if it's 19 states of the higher populations? You see what I'm saying? So look, one city could be going against another city. You see what I'm saying? Yo, this crazy, bro. And it's gonna pop off because the scriptures say so. Let's get a couple more scriptures and then we'll close it out. Friends, fight. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 6, verse 24, and it says, and at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. Let's get one more. Prince's regard. This is 2nd Esdras 15. We're going to start at verse 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Woe means destruction. For the world and their destruction, see, draweth nigh. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. You see, one people is a conglomerate. Whether they look alike or they're related to each other, because race war is going to be all up in that civil war, and it's going to be a class war. And I'm going to look up the word kind, because remember, what kind of American are you, right? We're going to get the etymology of that. It says, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. It says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. You see that? So civil war, man. Sedition is what? A verbal inciting of rebellion against the authority or government. Okay? And that's the whole reason why. And whether it's orchestrated, planned, it doesn't matter. It's going to happen. Okay? And that's the point. So now let's get, so notice he said, listen, stop what you're doing. We're Americans. Right? He said, okay, what kind of American are you? When I look up that word kind in the etymology, it's a noun, right? And it says class, sort, variety, from Old English, geind, or gesind, kind, nature, race. You see that? Related to sin, or kind, family, see kin. So when niggas say, oh, down south, yo, the kin folk, that's my kin or whatever. You feel me? They talking about, yeah, that's family. That's the race that I'm related to. So what kind of American are you? What race of American are you? You got so-called African-American, so-called white American, so-called Korean American, Japanese American, Chinese American, so on and so forth, so on and so forth. You see? What kind of American are you? It says from Proto-Germanic kunjas, family, race, from pi root, gene, give birth, beget. You see? So in the spiritual aspect, from the original intent of the word, it's really like, yo, what's your nationality, man? You see what I'm saying? What type of thinking are you really about? Are you about this Edomite supremacy or not? You see what I'm saying? That's really what it's on. Or are you on some, what we want to do what America says, everybody of all colors can live here and all that. Man, stop it, bro.
There's some kind of misunderstanding here. What? We're American, okay?
Okay. What kind of American are you?
And it's just funny that they put the red glasses on him, right? And then you look at him, he got that reddish blondish hair. You feel me? And he's very pale skin. He was in that movie Oppenheimer, I want to say too, which is crazy. And he got that AR in his hand. But just pure blood Edomite, man.
You don't know?
The Western forces will reach the White House on July 4th.
Oh my God.
Stand up! Get in the car!
Notice it said, let's see if we could run it back. So
Oh my God.
Stand up! Get in the car!
it says all empires fall. You see that? All empires fall. All right? So they telling you. They put it in your face, man. All right? This is why we've been telling you, leave the world behind. Forsake Babylon, man. Save yourself. How do you do that? By having faith on Yahweh Shah that he will save you. Okay? Giving diligence to make your calling and election sure. Because you can't deliver yourself from the wrath of the Lord, man.
You're gonna hang back.
I'm not hanging back.
One nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. God bless America.
Yeah, and the Lord gonna bless America with missiles, man. But a lot of destruction, with a lot of bloodshed, you see. And justice is finally coming. Justice for all. Justice for who? Really, the apple of the Lord's eye, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans. So I'm gonna get 2 scriptures and then we're gonna close it out. I made this longer than I wanted to, but it is what it is. Babylon. This is Jeremiah 51:44. It says, and I will punish Bel in Babylon. All right. Bel is Baal. All right. So basically all of these false idols. All right. And I will bring forth out of his mouth that which he hath swallowed up. You see, and who did he swallow up? The Israelites. All right. So he's going to give up the Israel, just like Egypt. Right. Moses said, let my people go. Most High hardened Pharaoh's heart in order to show his power through the plagues, all right, and to declare his name across all the world, man. And he gonna do the same thing. He not gonna want to let go of the Israelites because of the money that he makes off the back, all right, of you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans. But he's gonna vomit them out. He's going to bring forth them out of his mouth, man, which is all symbolic. All right, it says, and the nations shall not flow together anymore unto him. All right, unto Babylon. You see, everybody want to come to America to make money, go into your hoods, sell you fake weave, sell you fucking pesticide up liquor, sell you fucking additive dipped cigarellos, come in your hood and sell you cats and rats disguised as General Tso's chicken. You see? Nations ain't gonna flow to America no more off the backs of Israelites, man. It says, yea, the wall of Babylon shall fall. You see that? So the security structure, the defense mechanisms, all right, is going to be destroyed, man. And it's really like this, through this, what you see on the screen, man. All right? Because Yahweh Shah said what? House divided against itself shall not stand. That's why he's going to set a spirit of the Egyptians against the Egyptians, man. America against America, because civil war is prophesied in the scriptures. Okay? So, hey, Lord willing, that was edifying to the elect. Until the next time, shalom.